Hey, good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution. Episode 393 punctuality. Here I am on time. Zach, I think your clock's off. My clock just flipped to 7 o'clock. In fact, when I hit the live button, it was 6:59 still. What is up? Good morning. We've already got Brad, Zach, George. Good morning. It's Friday. A lot to talk about. Um, so obviously we're going to talk about the baseball card scanner. Jenny, good morning. Going to talk about the baseball card scanner. Um, I don't have with me, so I won't be showing it on this video. Um, but there is a video that I uploaded last night with just kind of me taking you step by step through the process. So you can check that out. It's the most recent video before this. Biggs Daddy Cool, what is up? So I'm not showing off the scanner. It's actually upstairs. So the reason why is because my upstairs office is where I insert cards. It's where I add cards to. I use File Exchange. So it's where I do all of my uploading. I just like it. It gives me more of a work life separation, just kind of backwards. My work life separation. So during the day, it's like my office, and so I add cards to my eBay store in my office, and then this is like the playroom. This is the shipping / playroom. So I like to keep them separated, like the Offspring song. So the video that I uploaded last night, it's on my YouTube channel. You can check it out. That shows you basically a step by step of the process of using the scanner. So I'll get to more of scanner talk in just a moment. Super early today for a Friday, and full-time selling cards, working for myself has been the hobby is now my job. The bad thing is my job is now my hobby. So it's I talk about that work-life balance, and like there's just no, it's like cards, 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 which is, hey, it's a great problem to have. Um, so it sometimes it's hard to turn that off. Card, okay, time to step away from cards and live life a little bit. But the bright side is when I worked in the office, I had no energy in the morning. Like I dreaded waking up. Like I just and I when I worked in radio, I never had that. When I was going to school full time, I went back to school to get my degree in business in my late 20s, and I worked in the university athletics department. Also moonlit at the local newspaper, and I worked on like 3 hours of sleep. I was full-time classes, 4 to 5 classes a semester, worked office hours in the athletic department, worked office hours in the evenings, and covered high school and college sports events at night. And then I traveled teams. So I worked on like 3 hours of sleep, 4 hours between homework and work and all this. But I had the energy because I was passionate. I knew the school part was helping me build a career, and how much it helped me to start my own business. And it allowed me to, you know, travel with the teams, and it put where I'm at today. So I was very passionate, and I enjoyed. I wanted to wake up in the morning, and then I went to my previous job, and it was a drag, and kind of disliked every minute of it. And I didn't want to wake up in the morning to go to work because it was not that I didn't wake up in the morning. I didn't want to wake up in the morning to go to my job. And now I have that renewed energy where I can't wait. My alarm's set for 5:30 and it's 4:45, and I'm up and getting the coffee going and doing some shipping before I do the web video. And then it's 8 o'clock at night and I'm still grinding because I love it. So it's a passion. Follow your passion. When I was in school, finishing up, uh, one of my professors said, follow your passion, even if it doesn't pay well, because eventually the money comes if you have the passion and you put the work in, the money will come. What's up, Mark? Enough about that. My back kind of hurts today. Yes, that that sounds bad. The card show venue for Saturday. Um, I wanted to. So the room is set up for 50 tables, but I know I can get more in. So yesterday morning, I said the card show was sold out with 56 tables. I went because I had to add 6 tables myself. I just had to add a couple tables on each row, so we got those in fine. I figured out the room in its current layout, I can get 59 tables in the main ballroom. We can probably, it wouldn't be ideal, but we have some spots where we can kind of squeeze a couple more tables in. I wouldn't want to get to that. I would probably just scale back on some of the other tables and then utilize that hallway space before kind of scrunching in tables in odd places. So 59 we can fit comfortably. Still plenty of room in the aisles. Still plenty of space for all involved. So 59 is the magic number. So I was at 56 yesterday morning. I was going through some messages because I was reaching out early on to my regular vendors or vendors that had set up in previous shows because I was filling up so fast. And I had one guy that said he was probably in, and I didn't follow up with him. So fortunately, I went through my messages, and he's in for 2 tables. So I'm at 58 tables, technically a sellout because I have what 57. So yesterday I went in and I added more tables. I added 7 additional tables because I wanted one extra just in case. So I got 57. I can get 2 more in, which I'll have to go in early tomorrow morning and put 2 more tables up to have that one extra. So I have 58. Technically not a sellout because I have space for, I can squeeze one more in. But tomorrow morning, it's bound to happen. Almost every month I've had somebody either not show up or I've had people show up that didn't confirm. So last month it was like a wash. I think I had 3 that I didn't have down, but then I had 3 that didn't show up. So we'll see. I haven't had anybody back out to this point. We're already at Friday morning. Request tables like I have had in previous. Go back into the chat. George says going full time in cards is the equivalent of being a professional athlete. That's, as funny as that sounds, it's kind of accurate. It's kind of accurate, except I have except for the whole athletic portion of that. But yeah, I kind of get what you're saying. Mark says my local show hands out a pack of junk wax with every admission. That's cool. I like that idea. I've been thinking about doing something. I know a lot of shows do free kid giveaways, so I've been just kind of toying around with different things like that. So yeah, I like hearing what other shows are doing and you know what we can do different, and maybe what we're doing can help other shows and just help each other out. So helping each other out, how about streamlining photo taking and uploading, especially when it comes to eBay? And if you're using File Exchange, this is, I'm going to say it over and over again, a game changer. The Fujitsu 7030 came in the mail yesterday. Picked it up on Amazon on Monday because I hit the ground running on Monday morning. And this is something, if you go back to previous shows, I talked about different baseball card scanners because I had seen a link on Chronazio. Now, if you're not familiar with Chronazio is basically, like a software that they came up with eBay. And if you get a subscription, it's basically a bulk uploader. It's basically like File Exchange, except it's, another software. You have to purchase it, where File Exchange is free. And it kind of replaced the eBay Turbo Lister that they had back in the day. So Chronazio has that deal, and they recommend different baseball card scanners where you feed the card in. You saw the video yesterday Like it, love it, hate it, dislike it, indifferent is what it is. You just feed the cards in. And so Chronazio recommends there's like 4 or 5 different scanners that they recommend for quick scanning. This is something that I've looked into long, long ago. These have been around for a long time, and I know I think Colin from Sports Card Radio mentioned that Burbank Sports Cards uses either this or something similar to this. If you do a YouTube search, there are several card shops and various card sellers that use these scanners, these basically auto feed scanners to scan cards very quickly. So it's not something, and I'll preface this with, this isn't something that I just saw an article on the internet and bought. I mean, this I've done a lot of research. It's something that I've been familiar with for several years. These have been around for a long time. So it's something that I've always been interested in. And guess what? Now I'm selling cards full time. I can put the money into something that can make my life, my selling life, much more efficient. So this is something I looked into as I was starting to make that decision to go into cards. I see the Chronazio. I showed it off on Hobby Evolution a few weeks ago. Looked more into it. Frank Lubatti, you can follow him on Twitter. I tagged him in a couple of the posts because he's worked with this scanner more than I. Mine was just delivered yesterday, so he's got a couple. Sent me an awesome video. He must be like a teacher or a professor, because he sent me a Zoom video that was like, it was like the best how-to YouTube video through this link. So he gave me like the rundown on settings. So he's been using this and he's been testing it out for a few weeks now. So when he sent me the video, I'm like, holy cow. So he sent me the video last week, I think. He's like, hey, I got this. Look at how cool this is. So I'm like, wow, that's awesome. And so they're pricey. This model is $500. There's another model that was recommended on that link that I had on Chronazio. It was like an $800 model. So it's got to be, it's not something for, just a casual, like, hey, if you just want to scan your collection, or if you're doing low volume sales, probably not worth the money spent to do this. But if you want to list 500 cards a day, boom, this is a perfect investment, because it's going to save you so much time. And guess what? Time equals money. It's going to make you a lot more money by doing this. So with that, I'm starting the business. This is week one. This is what, the 5th business day of my new venture. So I didn't want to just make this big expenditure right off the bat. So I'm gonna, I'm like, how much time will it really save me? So I'm going to just run with what I'm doing. I've got a nice streamlined, efficient way to do my uploads, pictures into File Exchange. I know I can say no. I know there's a faster way to do all this. And the great tip was sent and then uploading the photos. But what made it so much more efficient, thanks to Andrew, was upload the photos, and then can you make sure the photos are in line with what you're typing. Copy and paste one page at a time. So instead of copy, other window, paste, copy, paste, individual links, you can bulk copy, paste, 28, 30 at a time. Boom. Just that easy. So not an impulse buy. No, not at all. You're going to scan that million Cubs when you hit it. So that saved me a ton of time. And then Frank comes along, and now I'm looking even more into this scanner. So Monday morning is when I made the decision. Full steam ahead. I'm going to take photos. I'm going to upload. I'm going to do 500 cards in one day, I said, Remember, I said that Monday morning, I'm going to do 500 cards today. I did 230. Um, I did 230, and um, it took me a little more time than what I thought. And what I had taken for granted was in the past when I was, working my old job, I would come home at night. I would have a stack of cards, and I'd be on the couch watching Netflix with my wife, and I'd be taking photos. And it was just like it was just it was it wasn't like time, it was just kind of an extra, like, oh hey, I'm just gonna do this, and then I can upload into Image Shack. And I've talked about this. I can do 2 or 3 uploads at a red light. So I'm going to the grocery store and hit a red light. I'm going to upload 2 or 3 photos into Image Shack. Boom, another red light, 2 or 3 more. And by the time I've got, 200 cards uploaded to Image Shack, now I just need to copy and paste them over to the spreadsheet. But even though that's just kind of extra time, if you're actually sitting down and you want to do all this, minutes just to take 230 cards, 45 minutes in what would take me, I was scanning and uploading it. Basically, it's 4 times faster in the process of scanning, because they scan, boom, and it's super easy. Like sometimes they're upside down. You just hit click, rotate, boom. Save them, and they save right to a folder that I made for my eBay file exchange, and then copy and paste, drag and drop into Image Shack. You can drag and drop now from the phone, which is where I find it much faster to take the photos and then upload individually, rather than sending them all somewhere and then doing a bulk. I tried that once and it was a disaster. Sent all the photos to my laptop and then copy and pasted from like the desktop into Image Shack. It was a disaster, and it was more time consuming than I expected. So drag and drop, they're already scanned in, drag and drop, boom, you're on to your next 10 cards to scan. Super, super fast, way faster than I expected. And so it was 4 to 5 times faster doing this with the scanner than my old process, which I thought was pretty fast and streamlined. And I can make it even faster. I mean, this is the first couple times I've used this, and so the more repetition you have, the faster you're gonna get. You're gonna find the little tricks. Now, the one issue that I have had, it's not all rose-colored glasses. There is one issue that when I drag and drop the files, even if I click in order and drag and drop, they're not uploading into Image Shack at the same time. And that's, I don't know the technical reasons why, but I'm sure there's like a technical computer reason why it's uploading whether one file might be somewhat larger or it's just taking them in some different order, but they haven't been uploading into Image Shack, which is a really easy, since you're only dealing with 10 cards at a time. Just look to see, okay, this is the order, and then you may have to pull a couple cards out of place. It's a couple seconds. Yeah, it's somewhat annoying, but no sweat off my back. Brad says I need to show the bulk copy paste thing. It's super easy. Brad, go to Image Shack right now, and I can walk you through it because it's super easy. And I'll get my Image Shack ready so I can show you exactly what to do. It's super easy. I don't need to show. If you open, I can show you. I don't use StreamYard very often, so okay, you're there. So we're gonna do the Image Shack bulk copy paste. So you're in Image Shack, and on the far right side, so you've got your photos. On the far right side, Okay, so I don't know how many are set, but I think mine's set to like 28 photos per page. So say you want that entire page of photos, go to the far right. There's like a menu bar, select all. That selects them all. And then on the very top of that is get links. And so that gets all your links. Just copy and paste those in, and it goes left to right. So there's three cards at the top, so it goes top left to right, second row left to right, third row left to right. So then when you go into your file exchange, so I have a 1984 Topps Pete Rose, a 1990 Fleer Larry Walker, and a 1985 Topps Daryl Strawberry. So I would start with the Pete Rose, next 90 Fleer Larry Walker, next Daryl Strawberry. That's what I'm typing into my file exchange. So cards 1, 2, and 3. And then my fifth card is a 1990 score Bo Jackson. So that'll be my next. And then Willie McCovey, Gaylord Perry. So far right, select all. Top of that bar is, it looks like a little chain link. That's the link. And copy and paste. That is the bomb. Yes, Andrew. Jenny says, and I'm wondering because I'm sorting dupes of his right now. So it saves a ton of time. It saves a ton of time. I mean, that's a huge time saver. That'll save you a ton of time without even like a bulk scanner. I mean, that alone is a huge streamlining portion. So let's talk a little bit more about the scanner. And we joked around a little bit on Twitter yesterday. It generated a lot of comments. When I looked this morning, it had like over 40,000 impressions on the initial tweet that I sent out, and in a lot of comments. And I know there were some haters, there were some lovers, there were some skeptics. So kind of all of the above on the Fujitsu 7030 scanner for baseball cards. So again, and I talked about this earlier, I did a lot of research. I didn't just impulse buy this thing. I looked into it. There's other people, there's big name sellers that use these. And there was one comment that said, well, don't something about don't just because somebody else does it doesn't mean you should do it. It's like, well, it's kind of how business works. If something works, you follow their lead. You know, several companies were using this. I'm following their lead because I can make more money doing this. I can streamline my efforts, and what I formerly did in 60 minutes, I'm now doing in 15 minutes. That's 4 times the amount of listings. That's 4 times the amount of sales per hour. So it's all about, business is about making money. This is a capitalistic society, and that's what we're here to do from 9 to 5, or whatever hours you so choose. So that's what I say to that comment. Another one was, and I mentioned, I'm only going to be scanning low dollar cards. It's not like I'm going to be scanning a 2019 first chrome refractor autograph Jason Dominguez worth 7,000. And I think it was the same for a low dollar card. It should be good enough for a high dollar card. Who was skeptic about that and used that as an argument. I know they are a big fan of standard envelope PWE shipping on eBay. So would they want a $5,000 card shipped in a plain white envelope? I don't know. Probably not. I would not as a buyer, and I would not as a seller. But I am more than comfortable selling $2, $3, $4 cards and sending them in a PWE. So I am comfortable using this scanner. It has not, again, a lot of people, a lot of big card businesses use these scanners and they don't report damages. If there is a damage, guess what? I've damaged cards. I've picked up a card. Let's use this because it's a newer card. Tristan McKenzie, Bowman. Now, not this one, but I've pulled a card before. Just grabbing it out of a box, getting it ready for shipment, and it's fallen and hit a corner. Damage happens. Obviously, we want to avoid as much risk as possible, but damage can happen. And I like George's comment last night. How do you think cards are printed? It's not like it's not like cards are just poof, no hands. They're not just magically they're just not magically dropped from the sky out of nowhere and handled with kid gloves. These things are being printed, and guess what? They're coming through rollers. Jenny says I dropped a box of 93 Upper Deck SP singles. Oh, that sucks. Damage happens. Obviously, we want to avoid as much risk as possible. And hey, I get it. I get it. If you're not in the PWE world, if you're dealing with higher end cards, this scanner's not for you, and that's okay. A lot of people are against PWE shipping. That's okay. That's your opinion, and you can have it. You're welcome to having that opinion. But I ship and sell PWE, and I will ship and sell via this scanner. And what I will also say, anybody watching this video, I think the same one person who used all these points of argument also said something about not wanting to do business with somebody who openly uses the scanner. Well, what I say to that is, at least I'm openly using this. I'm not secretly using this scanner and in trying to cover it up. And hey, look at me. I'm getting 500 cards scanned per day. It's my little secret. I'm not keeping secrets. Hey, I'm going to use this. And guess what? Moving forward in my eBay store, by the way, my eBay user ID is 1 million Cubs, ONEMILLIONCUBS. Any card like less than, actually, let's say less than $10, probably going to be less than $5, but more than likely, maybe one will pop in that's 7 or 8. Any card less than $10 inserted from now until whenever is likely going to be used in this scanner. If you're not comfortable buying from a seller that uses a scanner like this, that's my user ID on eBay. 99% of my sales are on eBay, and 1 million Cubs is my user ID. So if you're not comfortable buying a card that could be running through this scanner, don't buy from me, and I won't be offended by that. What else did I have? I think that's about, top loaders and sleeves. That was also a big question. Yes, it has the ability to scan top loaders and sleeves. I just saw Big's comment to KBO's point. PWEs go through the roller systems. Yeah, exactly. PWEs go through the rollers. I was gonna bring that point up, but the cards are the cards are usually protected in at least a penny sleeve and hopefully a top loader and usually a piece of paper. So there's a little more protection going through those rollers. But yes, great point. But George says I legit send PWE without top loader or sleeves from Korea to the US and back to Korea for TTM, and they come back with no damage. Okay, I didn't see that part. So yeah. So there you go. Aiden dropped $1,000 slab the other day and cracked the slab. Oh, that sucks. This sounds like a very negative person that commented, or just jealous you can afford the scanner. Yes, Jenny, it is a very negative person, and I'm sure you know who it is. I collect for the joy. You can kick my PWE all the way to the mailbox, and I'll still happily take the card. DR said, just jumped in. I love the intro on the scanner video. The intro was like romantic video about his man and his machine. Awesome. Thank you for the compliments. I'm trying to work on production value, but I simply use the iPhone movie app that like comes on all iPhones and the stock audio. So not much goes into that, but I appreciate that. Top loaders and sleeves, yes. Top loaders and sleeves can go through this scanner. Now, here's the reason why I don't. I typically use used top loaders, and you can't really see. You can kind of look. There's there's stuff on it, but again, I'm selling low dollar cards, Now, if I'm selling that Jason Dominguez $7,000 card, which I don't have and never have had, but if I'm selling something like that, I'm not going to put it in a dirty, somewhat dirty scratch top loader. I do have new supplies that, for the high end cards, I'll put those in. Um, so a bulk of basically everything I'm putting through the scanner, like everything, is going to be in a used top loader, which is going to have a lot of visible scratches. So these scanners are good. So they're going to pick up all of the imperfections in the top loader. Even new top loaders will have imperfections. Any cards, I took a photo of that in my photo box, raw, because I want to make sure every potential print line mark is noticed, and I don't want a potential imperfection print line something on a penny sleeve or top loader on the card. I want the person that's buying a high end card to know exactly what the card looks like, not what a potential imperfection is on the sleeve or top loader. So I will not put top loaders through this. And the reason why is because it's going to show all of the imperfections on the top loader, and I don't want that. Now, penny sleeves, possibly. And again, these are low dollar cards, so most likely before these most likely if I pull a card out wherever it may be, obviously this Gene Alley has a lot of imperfections. I'm not afraid to put the penny sleeve into it. I'm gonna test that out. I don't today. I'm gonna be focusing on card show prep. So Monday I'll be tackling it. I'll be full bore on Monday. I'll test out penny sleeves. If I find some time this afternoon, maybe I'll just do a practice run on penny sleeves. So I'm gonna go back to the chat real quick. Nobody likes me. It's my opinion, so it ain't wrong. How much have you bought singles lately? Not every card comes protected. That is Biggs. That's kind of what I've heard. Within the last few months, I've received more messages via eBay message asking if it's going to be shipped in a top. The first couple times, I'm like, of course, I'm shipping in a top loader. But I've seen a lot of complaints on social media. I'm getting more and more of those messages, especially if it's a 99 cent, $1.50, $2 card. People asking, is it going to ship in a top loader? Yes, it will. Mine will ship in a top loader, but I do know that a lot of people, because there's a shortage, top loaders are expensive. So sometimes it's not feasible to ship those for some people. I will always ship in either a card saver or a top loader. You just got to make sure the sleeve is bottomed down so it doesn't fall out. Absolutely. Yeah, and that lip has to be facing. The lip has to be the opening of the penny sleeve has to be facing up. Otherwise, if it goes through initially, it could get jammed. And that's what Big says. If do you think the sleeves would go through and not jam it up? If as long as the opening is at the top as it feeds in, it'll be safe. But if you put opening, into, there's a potential that it could get because because it's basically it's two pieces, and it's it could get folded and all that stuff. It's raw, you dolt, in my chef Gordon Ramsay. Let's see. I know I saw the specs. So, and it said most of all the company scanners can handle penny sleeves and several top loaders. Yeah. And I think Frank told me he has tried them out, and I think he basically said the same thing, where top loaders show off all the top loader imperfections. How come top loader versus those card savers that are a bit more movable in the machine? That's a great point, Jenny. So the reason why is top loaders are cheaper. Card savers are quite expensive. Even, and this is a good deal from Walmart's I've been to. These are boxes of Ultra Pro card savers. These are, I think, $26. So it's about 13 cents per card saver, which is a decent price for a new supply, card saver or top loader, but top loaders are cheaper. So that's why I use top loaders. I do get the, a lot of people say, well, don't ship card savers in a plain white envelope. Um, but it's actually good. It's better. Card savers are better for PWE because they're not as rigid. Where a top loader has those ridges, and if it gets caught in a machine. So yes, card savers are better for PWE. The reason I use top loaders is because they are pretty significantly cheaper among, especially when I've looked on like eBay. Um, there's a back order. BCW's back order is July for penny sleeves and top loaders. So it's getting crazy out there. Does Shack cost money? Is it hard to learn? Image Shack is super easy. There is a subscription. There is a free version. I don't know how many pictures you can store with the free version. I knew the volume I was going to be doing, so I basically subscribed right away. And I think the yearly subscription on it is like $15, $16. It's super cheap, and I'm doing a ton of volume. So if you're doing a lot of volume, it's worth going up, and especially if you're using File Exchange. Jenny says, interesting. I thought top loaders were more expensive. I always thought that as well. And then when I started looking at when top load price, because buying right before the pandemic, my last full case of brand new top loaders was $55 shipped for 1,000. So what's that? 5.5 cents per top loader. And I was buying used top loaders for 2 to 3 cents per top loader shipped. And this was January, February of 2020. Now I've been able to buy some used. My last call to action on Twitter, I was able to get quite a bit at 8 cents per shipped. And I'll pay between 8 and 10 cents per shipped. I like to stick to 8 cents. I've been able to find some every once in a while. I can find some new for around 13 cents per top loader. So when the prices started going up last spring, summer, I was looking around. I'm like, oh, I bet card savers are cheaper. And what I found was card savers are actually more expensive. And I think the reason why card savers. So I think, with the year and a half, there's been more and more people want card savers. So they have kind of, taken over as the premium premier supply for cards. So I think that's why the card savers are now more expensive than top loaders. Bob is with me. Good morning, Bob. Another trick with card saver for PWE is to trim off the top lip and put it in a team bag. That's a great tip. So actually what I've been doing, so I've found that some of my team bags, the card savers don't fit. So what I do, let's see if I can show my little trick. It's a pun intended. It's a cheap trick. So I also use used team bags. So here's a card saver. Here's my team bag. This is from one of my vendors, Quentin, who he does like repacks, like cheap repacks, $3-5, and I like clear them out every time because he puts good stuff in there. So what I've found is, okay, come on. The bad thing about used team bags is that they're sticky, so you have to be careful. So it's like, oh crap. So the lip is, is up here, and it's not. This is really poor video, but you can't see. So what I do is I note, and just that's what I do. I just use a sticky note and pop that over. So that's my cheap trick for card savers and team bags. Biggs has to go to work. Hey, thanks for joining in this morning. We had a great back and forth on Twitter yesterday. Have a great day. I won't disown you yet. Mark is heading out to work. Have a good day. Going live with Dan. Yes, check out Dan's channel, Korean Cardboard, tonight. Mark Hoyle and Dan going to be talking. I will tune in for that. Jenny says, what time are you two going live? Please send me a link on Twitter. Diego says, my son said he is going to collect 1 million Blue Jays when I told him what you do. That's awesome. Guess what? I can get you there. I can get you well, not very close. I can get you a really good head start because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I have 16 right there. I have 16 800 count boxes of Blue Jays. Plus, I think there's probably a couple more because I had a guy that wanted to do a big bulk trade for Blue Jays, and he and I sorted like 40,000 freaking Blue Jays cards, and then he flaked on me. When you have them together, and I'll just buy them. I'm not gonna spend 3 months sorting 40,000 Blue Jays cards again. Diego, if that, let's wait on that. He changes his mind daily. Well, if he sticks to that idea, we can talk because I've got plenty of Blue Jays cards that I'd love to get rid of. We're going back up to Jenny. Oh yeah, my newest card thing is I signed up on Instagram. I heard people were posting cards there too. Jenny, Instagram is like bigger with cards than Twitter. Instagram has a huge card following. I'm on there, 1 million Cubs. I've posted more because like everybody I ran into at the National, they're like, oh, I'm on Instagram. Everybody's on Instagram. I've had something set up, but I don't get it. So yeah, Instagram has a huge card following. Brad says, Bob, I've been doing that, and it's a nice way to ship 5 to 10 cards, PWE. DR says, I'm looking forward to the cooking breakfast burrito with Bo video. I haven't made 54 grams of protein in that puppy. So if you need a protein boost, I've got a great breakfast burrito recipe. David says, what's up, David? Good morning. Where do you source your team bags from? I've been picking up those Ultra Pro 200 pack semi-ridge from Walmart because I can get for $12 after rewards from Bing. Ooh, that's a great deal. So basically all of my team bags come from card show pickups and just basically all used. I don't think I've ever bought new team bags. I just get them in trades and purchases. So I've always used team bags. In fact, I was going through also the penny sleeves. I don't know if I have a pack, but the packs of penny sleeves are great for team bags. That I've been buying, and same with you could get the penny sleeves that are also at Walmart, the 500 counts. There's I think four bags of 125 penny sleeves, and those bags at Walmart because it's basically a penny per sleeve. I buy those, and they make great team bags. I followed you trying to find everyone I know. Put out on Twitter. That's what I did when I was getting going. Instagram. Put out on Twitter like, hey, I'm on Instagram. Who's on Instagram? Something like that, and you'll find some people that way also. I generally use the graded card team bags because they are much bigger and allow you to put more cards in them. I did see those. I think I saw those at Target or what recently. I considered buying them, but I have so many used team bags, and I don't do graded cards, so I do like I like having my graded cards in those team bags, so the cases don't get scratched up. The team bags are also great for storing penny sleeves when you take them off the cards you're donating. Absolutely. Great for, works both ways. That's what I had for today. Brad, you going live this morning? David says, I've used those penny sleeve bags for team bags before myself. I definitely try to be as frugal as I can be. Yeah, I use everything used that I can. That's what I had. Today, I'm focusing on card show prep. I'm going to try to find some more quarter cards to throw in. Going to work on the dollar box. I went through a quarter box last night, so I'm gonna do a couple of quarter box closeout sales. So I'm gonna $100 for a 4-row quarter box. So I'm gonna have a couple of those. Um, Walmart does have Ultra Pro graded card sleeves, 100 packs. Yeah, yep. Brad's going to be live coming up on his channel, Texas Card Dude. So tune in for that. Check out Dan's channel tonight, Korean Cardboard. He's going to be chatting with Mark Hoyle. So check that out. So have a great Friday. I will not be live tomorrow. It's the Madison Card Show. If you're anywhere in the area or if you want to take a road trip, come to Madison, Wisconsin. Show runs from 9 to 3 tomorrow. Sheraton Hotel on John Nolan Drive. There's also like a gamer convention going on across the street at the big convention center. It's called Gamehole Con. I don't know anything about it tomorrow. I've got some other people bringing some of those other cards, so might have some gamer influence tomorrow. So looking forward to that. DR says, cheers on 400 plus. Yes, thank you. If you're not subscribing, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate it. Hit the like button. So 9 to 3 tomorrow, John Nolan Drive, Sheraton Hotel. 58 tables, so biggest show yet. Learned that I can fit 59 in the room, so I've got room for one additional table tomorrow. So I will be providing content throughout the day on my Twitter channel at 1 million Cubs. So hope to see you tomorrow. If not, check me on Twitter. I'll be live on Sunday morning to review the show. Have a great day. Have a great weekend, and we'll chat on Sunday.